Dark Energy, episode 2, the Stakeout Purple.
We are live.
Mm-hmm.
You have suspicions.
Yes.
Good. It's a mystery. That makes me happy.
I feel like I'm suspicious about the wrong people, though.
May I ask who you're suspicious about, or do you want to save it for in-game?
So the
Don't
problem
be a
is
mimic.
I can't
Don't
remember
be
their
a mimic.
name,
Okay.
but it is the person that you described as having a face between Astra and the bartender guy.
They can hear us.
Oh.
I could tell.
We're still muted. All right, now they can hear us. Welcome.
Hi.
To episode 2 of season 3 of Dark Energy. I need to run shows with smaller titles. This is a D&D show brought to you by AnniePod, and these are the lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Hello.
Hi, lovely
Hi, Stealthy.
Alright, I really want to dig into the meat of this episode. I'm so excited, but before we do have to give a couple shout-outs, mostly to Tabletop Audio. This funky kind of vibey music that you're hearing is brought to you by tabletopaudio.com. It is a music streaming platform for tabletop games of the sort. It is totally free as long as you give them a shout-out, which is what we're doing. Definitely check them out. They have sound effects and music, and also a merch store with genuine, really well done merch. There's a lot of merch out there that sucks, and I'm really happy that Tabletop Audio kills it in the merch department.
Yeah.
And besides that, Dippy has a spiel he reads every stream.
Why do you make it sound like it's a chore? Come on.
Is it not?
It is. Give us a follow if you like what you see. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description of both the VOD and the live stream to see all of our other fun stuff. Like the Instagram to see updates when we go live, clips edited by Brett, and memes made by Dono. The merch store has a bunch of new updated merch for you, so go check that out to have a small piece of the channel with you, and go check out the fan Discord, Annie Nation, where you can chat with us and all of your fellow AnniePod fans anytime that you like. There's a book club, if that's your kind of thing. Well, there's gotta be a book club. So
I announced it. So the book club has been announced. The first book is up. If anybody would like to receive notifications, please message one of the mods to receive that notification roll. Other than that, yeah, it's up, it's posted. We won't have our first meeting until probably the first week of June.
Right.
Yes.
So, with that said, as always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel and support what we do here, but do what you can, not what you feel like you have to. Your financial security and responsibilities are more important to us than us entertaining you. There are plenty of things you can do without taking money out of your pocket, like following on Twitch and subscribing on YouTube. Both are free, and both give you all of our core content for free every time. You will not miss any of the primary stuff on our pages if you do those two things. There might be some extra goodies later, but that's something that comes later. What else? You can interact in the chat, and you can interact in the comments on Twitch and YouTube respectively to increase our analytics, talk to fellow fans of our stuff, and get a community going, and share the stream with your friends, with your family, because that's the best way to get more eyes on our content and for us to have more opportunities to do what we love. So with that, thank you for watching and supporting our show. And with that, Dadley, get us back into this friggin' game, will ya?
Yes.
Play that funky music, white boy.
Last we left off,
music,
I was gonna say heroes. Heroes is not the right word to describe this pack. But, nevertheless, on a heroic mission, we're summoned to the MIA, the Magic in America, to investigate some occult activity. Cults in Hollowport, this magic city, are fairly common, but this one is gaining traction and has some missing people's cases linked to it, and there's some uncertainty. They were given two things: weapons to help them in case something happens, and a map of locations that we know occult activity takes place. But before they go and investigate what might be happening, what might be lingering underneath Hollowport, they went to a karaoke night first. Got to know each other a little bit, got to have some drinks, have a good time, and we are going to pick up after the karaoke night. Everybody has done the, unless, you know, in the meantime, if someone was like, wait, I wanted to say blank, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm holding my peace.
So we move on from the karaoke night.
Yeah.
Everyone went their own ways. Astra, back to your apartment with 2 drunk hooligans. Nat, back to... We saw everyone else's house. We don't know where Nat lives.
Nat lives at the precinct.
Okay.
So he is because it is a robot. It is a tool used by the police department. It knows that it's a tool, and it knows that it is an object that just so happens to have a soul in it.
It's like Bender's broom closet from Futurama.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Nat is happy with would have been happy with like a pod to sit and be in a clean stasis in.
Yeah.
But the precinct gave him his own room. So it is more than happy with its living accommodations. But I don't believe Nat would have gone back there.
Oh.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the quality of oil that was drunk would have left him in a stasis in the place where they did the karaoke.
So you stay in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Nat would just be there.
Yes. All right.
When he wakes up, it wakes up.
Yeah.
He works because I'm a he, but
Yeah.
it's preferred.
Yeah, the pronouns
preferred,
are it, he. Yeah.
It also prefers that you just call it by its name, Nat.
Yeah.
So Nat wakes up in the warehouse.
So, yes.
Maybe.
So Astra with the hooligans, Nat still at the warehouse, Flora back to your lovely garden, Sandra back to we didn't talk much about yours either. I'd assume like a nice studio apartment. Like
Yeah, it was a nice. I think I said it was like a very modern like penthouse.
yeah,
studio.
yeah, nice studio. And then Jones.
Sandra and Astra have similar places that they live.
You guys are weirdly in the same building and just never crossed. No, I'm kidding. No, not kidding.
That'd be so sick
Incredible.
though. I'd kind of love that.
And Jones back to your little studio under the bar. And a small bit of housekeeping. After linking up and everyone getting to know each other and all the weird mental powers that everyone might have in this group, you all left this karaoke night knowing mentally you're linked. Somehow about the magic of Hollowport and powers that one or multiple of you hold, you all can mentally communicate with each other anywhere in the city. So, I'd assume the game plan is you guys are staking out and then going to a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
The table is yours.
What do we do with this though?
Does Astra have to come back to that warehouse to set up for a stakeout?
Astra would have no business. I will say, I can answer that for Astra. You'd have no business as this warehouse right now.
Yeah, no. The warehouse is just there.
It's
just there.
It's one of the safe houses that Astra.
Oh, it's just a safe house.
It's
okay.
a safe house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll let a couple other people go then. Yeah. Unless no one else wants to go.
I was trying to think. Did we figure out where we wanted to stake out?
Everyone kind of said that they wanted to go to the campground.
Nat said that he wanted to stake out the subway because he would blend in, and everyone else wanted to stake out the campground.
Yes.
Which again, kind of felt like, okay, but if we were choosing one location to end up at, then it sounded like everybody wanted to go to the campground. But
Yes.
Yeah.
everyone could feasibly go to each of the 5 locations by themselves to stake it out, and then we choose from there.
Yeah,
is
because sorry.
Reiterating time. Reiterating time.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because the meeting was at 10 p.m. right at the campgrounds, so
And
I
it-
don't have to.
The meeting is at all of those places.
all locations have a meeting at 10 p.m.
Gotcha. Okay.
Austin would probably, he goes to his little coffee shop. It's one of those like it's like almost a hot dog stand but for coffee, and he just does a ride in his motorcycle around the town. He probably would explore the subway or just the output. We wouldn't go into it. He would just like look and see if there's any sort of foot traffic or anything like that. Just like park and just like sit, grab a paper or something equivalent, and just a Times magazine or
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're gonna stake out the subway for the majority of the morning, for the majority of the day.
An hour and 15 minutes at the longest. Like
Okay.
just a little bit to see if there's any sort of foot traffic that let him know that this isn't just, a place where hobos would like to, spend their time.
Yes. And Nat, you're also... What time do you think Nat's gonna get up after his first hangover? You think Nat would get there early?
Nat is a pretty robust thing. It is a robot after all.
Yes.
Exactly 6 hours after he passes out,
He's up and
he
going.
wakes up. He's up, which means that he is up at like whenever the karaoke party ended.
My bet would be midnight to 1 a.m.
So
Unless
he's
anyone
awake
has
at
anything else.
5:45 a.m. because he passed out like 15 minutes before everyone decided, like, okay, the robot's passed out. Like, there's nothing else we can do here. We're done. So 5:45, I get up. I'm still in the warehouse. I am also gonna take less than 15 minutes to partially snoop around this warehouse.
Okay. Give me just a blanket investigation check, and then we'll get to the
Sure.
subway. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's immediately. I don't have any of my dice pulled out. Oh no. He will then immediately make his way over to the
Actually,
subway
before you make
does.
that investigation check, give me a
Sure.
charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Yes.
It's a good thing I have plus 10 to those.
Yep.
And it's a good thing I have plus 10 to those. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You can tell right off the back this place is made not to be snooped in. There's magic booby traps everywhere that have been triggered now that everyone's left.
Or they've been armed now that everyone's left.
Yes, they are
They're
armed.
now
Yeah.
that everyone's even if that's all that I learn of it, I make a note of it, and
Okay.
I put it away in the good old note.
Yep.
Keep it right in here, in the pouch next to his, in the pouch next to the button that opens up his notebook case.
Yep.
No. So it wouldn't be 15 seconds. He realizes that and is like, okay, I have to leave, and leaves to go to the subway. So when does Boston get to the subway is the next question.
Probably 7:45, 8 a.m.
Okay.
7:45, 8 a.m. When you get there, you see what looks like Nat's body lying in a crumpled state on the ground outside of the entrance.
Wow.
Before you dive into that, you would also see around that time there are people in very nice pressed white polos. There's probably 5 of them.
Polos. Oh no.
Polos.
Hello.
Setting up tables with wrapped breakfast sandwiches and bottles of water and whatnot, and handing them out to the homeless that do use this for shelter overnight. You would both be able to very obviously see the polo does have a mountain range on it, not actually all too dissimilar to the one on my shirt. That's why I wore it. That says Path of Ascension. But they are just because both of you are very smart characters. No rules needed of there is no talk about the path or anything like that. It is simply just charitable. Hey, it was a colder night tonight. Here's a hot breakfast sandwich. I got a bottle of water. We also have jugs of hot cocoa, and just handing them out.
It's a shame that the organization that does so much charity for those in need is going to be the bad guy of this story.
Wolves in sheep's clothing.
Cult's gonna cult anyway.
Yeah.
A cult in
What's-
sheep's clothing.
Oh,
if
cult's
you
gonna
would.
cult, right?
Yeah.
A cult in sheep's clothing. All the members
Cult
just
in
wear.
That's this title episode, A Cult in Sheep's Clothing.
There you go.
No, that's the title of the campaign.
Yeah.
A cult in sheep's clothing.
I'm here for that. All right.
I would beding Astra and say, "Hey, your robots already here at the I would have snapped a pic just casually and like sent it to. I assume we have some sort of group chat or something like that.
Yeah.
A group chat.
While we were drunk, we were like, "Oh my god, let's get together, guys!"
Guys,
Yeah.
can we make a Snapchat group chat? No.
No.
Yes. Just like 5 in the morning, just be like, OOTD, mirror selfie.
Breathe, Dadley, breathe.
The really funny thing about that would be if Nat was invited to that, his cameras are in his eyes.
Yep.
He would have to take his head off and point it back at his body for a selfie, but he wouldn't have a head in any of his selfies.
That's unfortunate.
That would be freaking amazing, though.
If
That'd
we-
be so funny.
If we ever get
So
successful
I
enough
just
for
like,
fan art.
boom. Yeah. So I just like, boom, take the head off, point it back at, or his eye rather, his
Yes.
singular eye. Points it back at his headless body, and just a thumbs up, and the bird sitting on one of the shoulders.
The bird
Okay,
is
but,
like,
like,
where
at
your
the-
head goes.
Yeah.
And like the base of your head like has like a push button where it like brings out like a selfie stick type thing, so you can like hold it farther away from you.
It's canon now.
So
One of your many buttons.
I have an
It was a
extendo handle on the bottom of my head. I love it.
Is that a euphemism? I'm not very good with those.
while they are handing it, you both would start noticing that every wrapper of the breakfast sandwiches does have a business card in it.
I will wait for
Astra-
one to be discarded near my body.
Okay. Astra.
Astra has somehow aroused herself from bed after dragging the two hooligans to bed, and one of the other places was outside of one of Mr. Styx's properties, correct?
Yes.
Oh, so Astra's familiar with Mr. Styx, so she's gonna go to a place that she's probably at least looked this up before. So.
Yeah. So Mr. Styx's property is known for being like the cheapest rental in Hollowport. It attracts people that might want to be laying low or possibly even paying by the hour to have accommodations.
Okay.
So, this early in the morning, it is a ghost town. Not a whole lot of people are out doing a whole lot. There's a little bit of foot traffic, but you would see like a little booth with like a tent over to help with the shade, and two people in white pressed polos with the Path of Ascension, and a box that says free water bottles and a stack of business cards as well.
Okay. Astra will shift her clothes to look more like a homeless person as she starts rifling through trash cans and find a nice spot to panhandle, conveniently located next to the Path of Ascension people. So
Okay. All right. Before we dive into each scene one by one, I'm just seeing where everybody else is at. Sandra, Flora.
Yes. I think she also would have gone to the same spot. What time, Astra, would you have gotten to?
probably relatively early enough to beat the cultists. Like her goal was to beat the cultists there.
You very much did not.
I did not.
No. I will say they got there around like 3:30, 4 a.m.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she probably got there maybe like 5-ish.
Okay, yeah. Sandra would have probably gotten to the campground, or you're at the campgrounds, yes?
No, I'm at one of Mr. Styx's rental properties.
That's right. I have the picture pulled up.
Yeah, and for the audience, a quick refresher. The locations in which the cult meetings are happening are the abandoned subway entrance, a temple of all gods, the Lush Woods campground, a private bathhouse, and rental properties owned by the late Mr. Styx.
She probably would have gone to the temple to all gods.
Okay.
But that probably would have been closer to like 8 a.m., 8:30.
Okay. All right.
She's like, I need to be well rested after drinking
No.
that much.
Valid. Yes.
Took her morning bath, did some yoga,
Yeah,
like she was taking her sweet time.
Pilates.
Flora, how are you starting this occult day?
She's probably going to go to the Lush Woods
Okay.
as a squirrel.
I don't know why I'm surprised. Okay.
And just
All right. So, Sandra, at the temple, you see it is very common for this place to be busy, especially in the mornings. A lot of people go in, pay their dues to gods before going out and starting their day on what would be like the edge of the property. So they're not allowed to do this on the property. So they are right before the property starts. You would see also one of these booths of the tent and a table. But they have much nicer. They have a coffee pot on the table and a little espresso machine and like a plate of macaroons as well as their business cards.
Okay, interesting. I will go to one of the one of the three closest pedestals. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so the Temple of the Gods is literally just like imagine a circular room of a bunch of statues of damn near any god somebody could be worshiping in this city.
Yeah, so she will go to the third statue from wherever they go inside.
Yep.
Kind of blend in. She'll pray to one of them.
Yeah.
And then she will go back out and she'll go out and kind of just sit and be on her phone, but pretend to be on her phone.
Yep.
While looking to see who interacts with them. Is there anyone that's looking, and how do they talk to these people?
Okay. Perfect. And then like I said, we'll go through these one by one once when I get everyone's bearings. Flora, at the campground, you would see that there is a group of teenagers, probably 30 of them. It's a pretty big group of teenagers that are all getting ready. They're starting their day. They're coming out of cabins and whatnot. And there are 3 camp counselors cheering, getting everyone ready to go, wearing these white pressed polos with the Path of Ascension on their breast pocket.
okay.
All right. So now we know where we're starting at. Brett and Dippy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are stoking out the subway station. They're handing out food. No talk is happening about the cult at all. They're just kind of doing a nice deed. Is there anything you guys are doing?
Any vehicles that have the same symbol on it, where they might be getting fresh water bottles, something like that, or any marked vehicles or anything like that?
Yes, very big, cargo van.
Okay.
That has the Path of Ascension, huge fucking letters on it. They're not hiding it.
Just throwing away the magazine or finding recycling, whatever. Also, just take a few photos of any of the people that he can, just on his phone. Also, the license plate, and just casual background checks on any other stuff. See if there's any former convicts or where they got this vehicle from, and see if he can just do a small paper trail as he's just sitting.
Yeah, everything turns out clean. No rolls needed. It is all by the books. None of these people have criminal records. Not even a parking ticket. It is clean slates for everything you're able to look up.
Too clean, or
that's for you to judge. There's probably 5 of them in a vehicle. No criminal records, no parking tickets or anything like that. You can find them. They all have Facebooks and stuff.
Sure.
But nothing notorious.
Would we call it Magebook instead of Facebook?
Magebook. I like that.
Nat, again, is
Yeah.
stationary, indistinguishable from a long deactivated robot.
Yes.
Due to his looks and everything.
Yeah, you
if
are
one of them,
unnoticed.
If one of them, like, drops a personal affect on the ground anywhere near Nat, he's casting Minor Illusion to make it blend in with the rest of the ground.
Okay.
So if one of them drops their wallet, he's like sending out a Minor Illusion to cover that wallet in something like along,
Yeah.
you know, something
Give
above
me
the ground.
Give me just a straight luck roll. See if anyone drops anything.
Do you want me to add anything to it?
It's luck. No.
3.
3? You don't see anything. You know, and they're pretty tight. All their khakis are really skin tight and whatnot. Nothing looks like it's gonna fall out of them.
God.
How hot is he?
One of them is extremely. The rest are very average, but the one that's talking the most, extremely hot. Yeah. I'll say it this way. Attractive enough to be a CW actor.
Whoa.
Okay.
Good measurement right there.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah, that's where the good
great
measurement actually.
measurement. Yeah.
Interesting.
They might have
I
been
have
cast
an
on Glee
immediate
another life. We
picture
don't
in
know.
mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Astra, you're digging through the trash can. One of them does approach you. It is this, like, middle-aged kind of gentleman. Not someone that you would expect out doing charity work, honestly. You get the vibe of, like, stockbroker kind of.
Okay. He's trying to fill his community service hours. Like,
He just approached. He's like, hey, we have water.
Tax write-offs.
I got some food in the back if you really need it. You don't have to be doing this right now.
Astra does the. If you've ever met a homeless person, does the homeless person up and down scan real quick?
Yep.
Like, are you cop? Okay. And just goes non-committal shrug and follows him to go grab water and food.
Yeah, he just very casually, he's like, no, here you go, and just try to take it easy today. If you need resources, there's a card in the sandwich wrapper, and he hands you a breakfast sandwich and a bottle of water. What I need is just roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
2. So your business card on one side of it has an address to the local library. And it's just like it is telling you steps on how to apply for a job.
Great.
And then the other side of it, I'm sending it right now. It says, "Welcome to the Path of Ascension. We shall have no castle walls."
Astra unwraps the sandwich in front of this dude, does the sniff test.
Yep.
And then takes a big bite and very, like, she's trying to blend into the role and everything. So she's just like, mouthful, just like, so, what's this castle walls thing?
Oh, it's I don't print the business cards. I have no idea. And
I'm just gonna... Alright, so what's all y'all are new.
just
Like, I've never seen you here before.
we're just pitching.
And trust
some-
me, I'm here every other day, like clockwork, man. This is the best spot to panhandle.
Okay. I rolled a nat 1 for the record.
I was like, you don't want to go against my deception, okay?
It's just some charity work. My brother has been doing it. He said it was really rewarding. I had a day free, so.
You were your brother?
I am my own brother. No, my brother does this, and he said it was rewarding, so I thought I'd give it a try, and they gave me this location, which seems like, it was really busy when we first started up at 3, you know, everyone coming back and going to bed and whatnot. Now it's kind of, I don't know, we'll probably be at this for another couple hours.
Well, you have fun with those community service hours then there, bud.
I just try to feel rewarded in my life, but okay.
All right, and then Astra like walks over and like finds a clear spot to sit and observe them more and eat the sandwich. And
Yeah, it's a good sandwich. It's a perfectly fine breakfast sandwich.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'd be like, "Hey, but is it good though?"
Sandra, you're sitting and watching the kinds of people that are approaching this booth. A lot of people are stopping for their morning coffee. A lot of people are just like running. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And going on. And the people behind the table are more than happy to just. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. As they're just handing out business cards and coffees. And if people want to take a macaroon, they're more than welcome.
I will. If they engage with, like, if someone engages in a like actual conversation with them, I would like to subtle cast detect thoughts on them.
Okay. So you, both these people behind the table, I don't know why I feel not weird saying a man was hot, but I just hesitated being like, they're both attractive women. That's a me problem. They're both very attractive young women.
Okay.
One of them is a tiefling. One of them is, looks some vibe of elf. You don't fully know. And as somebody just grabs the coffee of like, oh, I don't need the business card, and he puts it back down on the table. And she, no, please, it's just, you know, we don't ask for a whole lot. We give away the coffee for free. If you could just hold on to the business card, it makes us feel better. The subtle detect thoughts, I have to remember detect thoughts. Subtle detect thoughts, you just get like vibes, right? You don't get full.
So you activate one of the effects below. So this is the 2024 rules.
Okay.
It is a wisdom save 16. I believe if I want to read thoughts.
Yes.
So sense thoughts, you sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself that belong to creatures that know language or are telepathic. You don't read the thoughts, but you know what that a thinking creature is present. Read thoughts. Target one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself or one creature within 30 feet of yourself that you detect with sense thoughts option. You learn what is most on the target's mind right now. If the target doesn't know any language and isn't telepathic, you learn nothing.
Okay. I gotta be real.
So yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot you straight. I don't like that. That's boring. So here's what we're gonna do. Your subtle detect thoughts gives you a word. Gives you like they're like right now they're like the thing they can't hold. And they are pissed. They're pissed that this person is just like, all they're asking is just take a fucking business card for a free coffee. It's a good deal. They're pissed this person doesn't want the business card.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2014 is like you'd get their baseline thoughts if you wanted to dig deeper in. So that's
then it's just saved
that's
to dig
unfortunate.
deeper.
Yeah. And then so after hearing that, I am going to go to the booth and get the coffee.
Okay.
And engage with them while this is still active. I believe it stays up for about a minute.
Yeah.
And I will ask them and be like, so what about those pamphlets? Those look interesting.
Oh, by all
like
means.
sip a copy.
Yeah, I did. By all means,
one.
take one. It's just about what we do and whatnot. Just trying to give back to the community.
Wonderful. Awesome. And then the business cards.
Oh, by all means, have one and roll me a d4. There are 4 business cards.
I got another 2. Or I got a 2.
You got
so.
it. 2. Is that the same one Stealthy got?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay. Then you get a business card that says on the back of your business card, it is like apply. It gives you the list of how to apply for federal college loans. And on the front of it says there shall be no castle walls.
You know what? I'll be like, oh, you know what? I have already paid off my student loans.
Congrats.
Why don't we save this? Thank you for someone who does need it. Could I get another one?
Are you taking? Sure. I do roll another d4.
Like
yeah.
I'm not saying not like how she would know, but like maybe she gets a hint. I don't know.
No, go for it. Roll.
Not a 2.
You rolled a 1.
Cool.
Because we could do this all day. It's fine.
We really
be
could.
as bad as one.
You get a business card that on the back of it has the steps on how to change a tire. And on the front of it, it says, there are no room for kings and queens.
Interesting. Okay. I will take that and go, thank you so much for your time. And she'll walk away and she will read their thoughts again.
Are you probing or just the base level still?
As I walk away, I'll probe.
Okay, so you said it's a DC what saving throw?
16 wisdom.
I'm moving up in the world. I went from a 1 to a 2.
Hey!
One,
baby steps.
2.
The first thing you are met with is like, because you dress. This character,
Yeah.
they dress. You're immediately met with like, where the fuck did they get those shoes and whatnot? But the more you are listening, the more they're like, why the fuck did they want a different? I don't. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe they'll stop by another place. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll see them again. It's fine. And then just going back to dealing with everybody else.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Then I will drop that.
Yeah.
For now.
Flora, are you watching these camp counselors? You're just following around camp
Yeah.
counselors? Okay. They start their day with, and keep in mind, I want to stress, these are teenagers. Some arts and crafts. All the teenagers are fucking pissed. None of them want to make this macaroni art, but the camp counselor, no, it's good to start the day with creative energy. You know, just get the brain flowing just as much as we're gonna get the body flowing. This is why we're also gonna do a stretch break. Everyone put down the macaroni. It's time for a stretch break. It's okay.
Kyle, stop eating it, Kyle. Kyle, no.
Kyle, we fed you breakfast.
Kyle!
The macaroni is not cooked. It'll expand in your stomach.
Kyle! Fucking Kyle!
None of these teenagers look like they want to be here. They don't look like they're being held against their will. They don't look malnourished or anything like that. But they all look like grumpy-ass teenagers.
So, teenagers.
Teenagers.
Oh.
But
I
not
will say
all
that
teenagers.
because you said stretch, I did redeem a stretch and sippy. 'Cause I was like, that actually sounds like a great idea.
And a hydrate. Oh, and a
Yes.
sippy. That's what you said. All right.
Yeah.
I call it a sippies in my streams.
I will say
It counts if it's the yummy bean juice, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Bunch of dirty beans.
Dippy,
Yes.
you did say that if any discarded business cards end up your way, you're snagging them. There's a couple homeless people that missed the trash can and whatnot. So you would absolutely.
Wow, they're immediately throwing him away. Such grateful people.
Would you keep the business card?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm just trying to make a joke, man.
No, so you are able. Roll me a d4.
The business cards low-key give the same energy as like the fake tips, like money that people will leave in
On
restaurants
Easter?
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime. But yeah.
Anytime, yeah.
I got a 1.
It's fine, because
How
I just
I
decided
was about to say, how
there's-
many? There's a couple. I'm sure that.
it's 3 and 4 left. So I just said odd or even for which one you got. So
Okay, sure.
yeah. The back of the business card gives you information on how to apply Narcan, which sounds sad, is very important. Everybody watching, learn it. But the front of the business card says Bishop's words aren't needed here. Welcome to the Path of Ascension. Bishop's words aren't needed here.
Bishop's words aren't needed here. Yeah, so they've packed up and left.
Yes.
I've picked up these discarded cards.
Yes, after
is-
Boston Jones, you would see this as well.
I was
After
about to
everyone
say-
is fed, they get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
1 second, GM.
Yes.
Boston's gonna do something stupid.
Okay.
He would walk up to them.
Okay.
Like cigarette in his hand. So, what exactly all about? Just the prettier one, the one they said that was kind of the leader.
Yeah, the hot one.
Yeah.
He's just give it back to the community. Hollow Port's a really important town. We're just making sure the people in it are feeling all right.
No, I'm talking about, and I'll point to probably the box of like gift cards someone's like or of. Okay. May I?
Oh yeah, by all means, by all means.
Sure.
And
I taking just the last one.
yeah, the last one. What a shock!
I'm just, I actually used to be Worship of Lythanda, but because of some of my past experiences, I wasn't exactly appreciated in their inside their circles. You know, people can be.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Austin says with his tattooed
Yeah.
label on the side of his head and just. So, how are you guys different?
Different from what?
Are you guys not, judgmental? I mean, obviously out here doing community, but everyone does fucking community work.
We don't judge. Every person gets a fair shake in this world.
Sure.
We just want to make sure that the people of Hollowport are good. That's really all we got going on. The business cards, they're from the higher ups. They're just something that they like us giving out. I'm more just here to, give back the food. I made all the sandwiches. Do you want one? I got extras.
If you got some left over, sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And he hands you one, and he pulls out a little, a travel bottle of hot sauce. He's like, "This is what I throw it on." You look like the kind of guy that would also like a little bit more than just egg and cheese.
Yeah, I like a little bit of spicy in there.
Yeah.
Y'all got meetings or anything? I'm trying to.
Yeah. No. We do. We do pretty much every day of the week, but mostly Tuesdays are the big meetings. I think it's Tuesday. We'll say Tuesday is today.
Sure.
Tuesdays are the big meetings. The main one happens over at the Lushwoods campground. It's at 10 o'clock, but we have a bunch of them. We even.
You mean 10, 15 minutes? 10?
No, 10 o'clock tonight. Later on tonight. Okay. A lot of the whoever likes to throw on the meetings is a night owl. I don't question it. I actually haven't even gone to a meeting yet, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm not a night owl. That's why I'm out here in the morning doing this.
That's fair.
Yeah. But by all means, I do know, and he points to the business card. He's like, I do know you need one of these to get into the meeting, and I think that's part of the reason they hand them out. So.
It's good to know. And thank you. And what's your name?
Oh, I'm Travis. And very big, perfect teeth smile as he sticks out a hand.
Jones.
Nice to meet you, Jones.
All right. And puts it into his blazer pocket right there. All right. And maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
I appreciate it. By all means, have a great day.
And he'll turn around and just walk away. Just go onto his motorcycle and drive off.
The back of your business card has instructions on, I'm trying to think of more useful tips. Instructions on how to clean your dryer vents. And the front of it...
I thought it was that's fair, yeah.
Yeah. And the front of it says, "Welcome to the Path of Ascension, only a knight shall pass." Spelled for the listeners, K-N-I-H-T.
It's ironic the paladin got that one.
Honestly, I left it up to dice rolls, and I'm happy I did.
Yeah.
So, we shall have no castle vaults. There are no rooms for kings and queens. Bishops.
Donna, you can't make Donna. Damn it! It's Tuesday night. Dad, you can't have the villains actually be communists. That was a joke.
Also, why the chess references?
I mean, why not?
I don't know.
Oh no. We're gonna play wizard's chess on a giant chessboard, just like the first Harry Potter movie.
Except they're people, and if they die,
with people and they actually die.
What is with the group that Astra's watching? Does she overhear anything? Because the whole idea is for them to eventually forget about the Astra's there, just another homeless person on the corner.
They hand out the little bit of food they got left and whatnot after a busy night. You would hear somebody else asking about, what is the Path of Ascension, this and that, and they stick to the same, we're just here to help people. No talk of meetings comes up. As they are packing up, you do overhear a comment of the one that talked to you kind of rolls his eyes and he's like, shit, I'm scheduled to volunteer for the meeting tonight. I don't know why they had me do a morning and then I have to volunteer for the meeting tonight. Do you know who runs this one? And the other one looks at him and he just, I don't know, man. I don't go to the meetings either. They're more for, I don't know, people that are a little more invested. I'm just, can you sign my community service card? So.
I love how easy to clock.
Yeah.
Yep. Sandra, so that would be the only thing odd you would hear, Astra. Sandra, you would just hear sincerely a bunch of like morning rush talk. This is probably the location that like they're getting the least amount of people going to meetings, but the most amount of people taking business cards.
Yeah.
So.
I was actually going to say that after probably after her interaction and not really getting too much, she's gonna go to the bathhouse. As a early evening thing and just kind of go there as a customer and also as investigating.
Yeah. So the bathhouse, it is beautiful on the outside, ornate granite everywhere. It is like decorated to look like the, if I can remember the word, in Greece with the nice columns that they use to worship gods.
Oh, the temples?
The temple, yeah, like a Greek temple.
Oh, she said Parthenons.
Parthenon, yes. It is modeled like that. This is known for being like a high-end bathhouse. You try to enter and the door's locked.
Are there any business hours or any signs that are up on it?
No, you would know this is very much like a you need to know someone kind of establishment.
Okay.
They privatized the bathhouse?
Yes, it's, yep.
I was gonna say, if it's fancy like this, absolutely they did.
Yep.
Not to use all of my spells in one day,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I am going to see if I can find a way in and sneak in.
Okay. Looking around the bathhouse, and I'll be totally honest, I hate being a no DM, but
How dare you.
it is, this is a private bathhouse. There are no windows in. There are no, give me an investigation check.
I was about to say, because I'm
Yeah.
is there a hatch at the
Yeah,
bottom?
no, I'm not saying no, but I'm saying this is going to be a
yeah.
hard thing to sneak into.
Oh, investigation. You know what?
Or
You're
perception.
all so good.
Whichever one.
Perception's a little better. But you're all so good. Little
That's a
guys.
little
Hide. 8 with perception.
8. 8 is high enough that you know your skills. You know your abilities. And now you know a little bit more of the team that is with you. You know that there might be a vent here or there to let steam out and whatnot. But you sure as hell know that, Astra probably knows exactly how to break into this place in particular. And Boston Jones might know how to break into this place.
Okay.
So you personally can't really figure out how to get in, but you've met some people now that definitely could if shit hit the fan.
Yeah. Okay. Then I shall use that tool, and I will call for Astra. I will call them and go, hello. Obviously this is Sandra. I am needing your skills and assistance in this endeavor. I'm trying to get into the bathhouse, but it is locked quite tight, and I do not have the means to figure this out, but I know that you are a snoopy little shit, and could probably get in here really well.
At least you know who you're talking to, darling.
So if you could meet me here relatively soon, I would appreciate it.
I'm sorry, that was the same energy of I would stab you in your sleep if I could, bitch. That was the energy.
It was that mixed with like genuine flattery.
Yes.
And just being like,
Yeah,
listen, the attempted murder comes after a good fuck most of the time. So like,
Astra is there in probably about 5 minutes.
bet.
You are there, and you have on your. Oh no, actually, this was all in your mind, not over the phone. Never mind.
Yeah, so Astra's there in about 5 minutes. As they walk up, noting this is where we're gonna be. Their outfit goes from scruffy homeless person to like high-end maintenance worker.
Yep. Okay. All right. We will break into this place in just a moment. Nat, do you turn back on after people leave, or are you sitting there?
Yeah, when there isn't anyone around, I kind of like.
I think Boston would still be around, right? Boston, you're hanging out.
He left as soon as he done with that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's
what I was gonna touch on.
Did he notice that Nat was there though?
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
And he had that conversation so Nat could also get it. Because I'm sure he's got recording softwares.
Exactly. And dink, that's like definitely locked in. Nat is hanging out around where they were. And realizes that like my compatriots are probably going to investigate the other areas. It would probably behoove me to stick around and see if any other activity shows up in this one. Unless I am needed. So I just kind of hang out, looking for like trace signs, kind of like using little scanners on like foot traffic where they were walking to get a boot print, to get a footprint, and just like you can't get DNA through boot prints, but like you know what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Like,
yeah,
doing investigator type shit.
Yeah. Give me an investigator type shit roll.
Okay.
We got CSI
Wow,
right
that
here.
is 21.
21. On a 21, it is almost weird how alright, first and foremost, all the footprints, they are all wearing the same shoe style and size. So it's really hard to figure out like whose footprint was what.
Uniformity, conformity,
Truck prints.
activity.
You pulled nothing from it. It's very standard off of the, I was gonna say shelf line, off of the line truck, like cargo van. And besides that, like you find a couple other scattered business cards. You probably find enough business cards to have all 4 of them yourself.
Yeah, and I just kind of like string them like he will crack one of his knuckles and a little scotch tape dispenser comes out of one of his fingers and he just like tapes them together in kind of the order that he like looks at the front, looks at the back, sees if there's a pattern on the fronts of the different things kind of being, and then looking at like all of the because like all of the useful information is on the front. That's not decorated with anything. It
has the mountains that are on, the mountains are on both sides of the card, and then one side is just some useful life advice, and then the other side is the 4 messages.
Those 4 messages.
Yes.
And then he kind of like puts them in a couple of different orders when he feels like they're in an order that makes the most sense, i.e. 1 through 4. He just like tapes them all together, reads it all as one, and is now looking for the significance of chess to hollow port.
Ooh. Okay. Give me a history check.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Ooh. That is 24.
24.
Yes, 24. 16 plus 8.
Hollowport has 2 major colleges within it. One in the north and one on the coast in the south.
Mm-hmm.
The one in the north is made from an old castle. It is rumored to have been like a monarch of this territory's castle, but it's almost weird that we have no documentation on where this castle actually fucking came from. It just kind of appeared, and everyone was okay with it. Back in like 18 whatever. Nobody really knows. That being said, this castle has 2 features that like tourists love to come see. The first is its entrance is a giant chessboard. And secondly, that the Grand Masters tournaments for chess, at least in America, happen in this college. So, Hollowport has a little connection to chess. Little vibe.
Interesting. He will continue to ponder this for the next 3 minutes or so as we take a short break.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this.
Okay. They can still hear us. Let me mute.
BRB.
Yep.
And you haven't transitioned to BRB.
Oh.
Woo!
Position, and then mics. Hello. They can hear me before anyone else, which I don't like. Welcome back!
Hello!
We
Hello.
are staking out the locations of a cult. We
As
are...
Yes.
Soon
as Nat learns the significance of the chess thing, the chess being held in this castle and the entrance being a giant chessboard, and having all 4 of these put together in front of him, as soon as he kind of puts that all together, he will private channel, aka the magic that you've given us.
Yes.
Everyone else, what he learns about the significance of chess amongst the 4 business cards, and that it might have something to do with this castle that is in the north. This castle, this college that's in the north.
Yep.
And if you wanted to say fuck it to all of the campsites that are going to have a meeting, go to the castle, and maybe they're hold up and set up the organization there. If no one else has been out there in a while. Actually, that's another question. How long ago were the chess tournaments?
A couple months ago.
Couple months?
Yeah, they
So
happen. They happen annually.
I don't think
have
they're
them
going to
every year.
bomb the Universal Chess Tournament. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying is that, like, if they're holed up there and the only thing that happens there is this chess tournament.
It's still an active college. It's
never
still an
mind.
active college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there would still be some precedence for a club or a cult or a club to set up in...
I'm part of the chess cult, actually.
I'm part of the chess cult?
is that like Kingdom Hearts? I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts.
There are no rooms for kings and queens. Only a night shall pass.
Is that why Mickey's shirtless in the first game?
Yeah, why?
Takes C2. Pawn takes C2.
Anyway.
So, this information is relayed. Astra, you have arrived at the bathhouse dressed as a mechanic or a utility worker.
A high-end maintenance worker is what they said.
High-end?
So they're wearing a
High-end
jean
maintenance
jumpsuit?
worker.
I was just literally about to
Not
say
wearing
those
a
words.
jumpsuit.
Oh,
I'm wearing.
you
I
lost
will-
me.
I will also mentally note to Astra that I am invisible, but I am next to you. Like, I'm on your
Okay,
left.
great.
Incredible.
It makes this a lot easier, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Last thing that'll do for a while.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you just
so
go straight
Ash-
to them. No, this is the last thing I'll do. I'm just going straight to you, and I won't even come back to me unless I'm needed. In one of the hours that Nat is still hanging out at this subway entrance, looking for any other suspicious activity before we gather up again, he will cast Find Familiar as a ritual to remake my familiar. He has been a blue jay, which I have been statting as a hawk.
Okay.
Instead, he's going to turn Jay into an owl.
Ooh. Okay.
A little barn owl.
This is what sucks about being a DM, is the intrusive thoughts want me to be like, and it immediately gets shot. They haven't seen owls in 40 years. No.
It's an omen! It's an omen!
It's an omen!
No, absolutely. I love that.
The reason being that he won't provoke opportunity attacks if he flies by and attacks people.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
That's
That's
good.
useful.
So he will do that, and then that'll be like
Yep.
the one thing that he does until he is needed again. He will go back to the police station and do just some more research on this, on the people that he saw. He'll hand over the recording for sure of the conversation about the what do? We help people.
Yeah.
He'll go back to the police station, and after that point, he won't do anything else specifically unless A, he's called, or B, it's time for us to all
Yep.
pick a place to go for the thing. So that's me. Everybody else, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll still be listening, but I might be doing other things.
Astra, you have an invisible Sandra on your left. You know this bathhouse a little bit. You have been here a couple times. This bathhouse is known for, like, keeping things pretty secret. The clientele is pretty, a short list and a quiet list, which means you've been in once or twice to, maybe make a deal or two. contracts have been signed behind these doors.
So, like, I know how this place works.
Yes.
So, does Astra already have a pass to get in, or do they need to be a little sneaky about this?
You would know that, like, the passes are made day of. So you're, like, any past passes won't work. So if you want to get in, it's either sneakiness or I'm gonna fuck up his name every time.
Procyon.
Procyon. And he might be able to get a deal scheduled for here in a couple hours.
Astra will go ahead and try to get in.
Okay.
Themselves first. Is it like a door scan pass?
It is like a good old-fashioned, this is a non-magic heavy-duty lock.
Okay, great. That's actually really good for her. So she's gonna go ahead and try to pick the lock.
Okay. All right. Give me Thieves' School check.
I was like, well, I could have done that.
You didn't ask about the door at all, and then you rolled an 8.
Valid.
No invisible
Fair
people.
enough.
Oh man.
That is true. It would have broken my invisibility
What did you get?
immediately.
30.
30. The door says, "I'm sorry for being closed." No.
Welcome, Arista. Astra, brain.
The door opens into a beautiful
You'll get there eventually, Brent.
marble lobby. The receptionist that is normally there is not present at the moment. You guys are just alone in a room so you've entered into this marble lobby that already immediately has showers for you to wash off in, lockers on either side, and one door leading to where the bathhouse would be. And you hear an absurd amount of moaning.
Adult noise.
Adult noises.
Great.
Oh my.
It's like Astra's been here once or twice before. Just the walks around to the receptionist's desk
Yes.
and starts immediately snooping.
Yeah. Sandra, what are you doing?
Blushing invisibly, but also keeping her cool.
Love that.
Can I hear the what coming from Sandra's head?
Your
Mine?
your invisible white turns into an invisible pink.
You glow a little
Yes.
pink. Yeah. No.
There's a lot of pink going on in that place, though. I think.
The desk just has the little black book that gets signed by everyone who comes in. It is kind of their insurance policy to keep everyone honest. And the book is signed, instead of names, the letters V, K, M, L, B, R. And those are all
Okay.
listed out as if somebody was writing their name.
Okay.
VK. I'm not.
LMBR.
This is not a cipher, by the way. This is literally just they were referring to themselves by one letter only.
Oh, so I wrote them down first.
Okay.
Just like
They might be important later.
I'm not there. We cannot let nearby intruders.
Astra just pulls
Reason.
phone out, takes picture, puts book back.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
She
Oh, go
will
ahead.
telepathically mention to you and just go, and it's just like, for people in white shirts and slacks, this is quite a place to have people.
Oh, that's just for the grunts, honey.
I was gonna say previous to this that Sandra probably has come here once or twice for a nice luxury bath, but not anymore.
I will stress
Nope.
right now, and Astra and Sandra would both know this. This is not what this place is known for at all. This is known to be a secret meeting, and it's weird that people are doing this here.
The Swingers Club today only.
Yes.
Oh, Tuesday swinging. Sure, yeah, everyone knows about
absol-
Tuesday swinging. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Boston
We missed the
Jones is a
pineapple,
monthly
the
membership.
upside down
Swingers.
pineapple on the door. So that's our bad.
Tuesdays
so,
are for
like-
swingers.
Astra's just like, so like, what's going on isn't normal. Because I've been here a couple times before, but let's go find out. what fun and games would be had? As Astra starts walking towards the source of the noise.
Okay.
I do love being nosy, and I will continue with her.
You down this
You
hallway
prepped for this, DM.
is a curtain. If you were to, behind the curtain is, Astra, you would know, the hot springs pool. It is kept very hot. It's a bathhouse. It's meant to be comfy and whatnot.
The hot springs.
We are an 18 plus channel. As you move the curtain, nobody notices you. As you see a tiefling, an orc, an elf, a water genasi blending into the water, a human, and what looks like the most stereotypical ass vampire you have ever seen, all going at each other.
Where's the camera crew?
There is no cameras.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
Wait, I thought we killed all their asses. Does Astra double check the list against who she met previously?
From the first campaign?
Yeah.
Nobody
Are
you
these
nobody you
Nobody I
recognize.
recognize. Okay,
No.
great. I'm sorry, because those were very similar.
Last campaign had a tiefling, a half-orc, a fire genasi, and a vampire. Now that I am real,
Yeah.
you called me out on my bullshit. I did not realize I did that.
It's okay. The only difference is that one is now a trans elementalist, and it's fine.
Wow, good for them. We support their life choices.
They are, yeah. So they are all enjoying each other's naked company. And they do not notice you. I mean, Sandra, they very much don't notice you. But Astra, they are very preoccupied with what they are doing. They do not notice you at all.
Okay. Are any of the faces familiar to Astra?
Not in that state.
Unless.
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 No, none of these faces are familiar. You can. Actually, no, just none of them would be familiar.
Okay. So Astra makes the safe assumption that all of their things are in the lockers. So Astra is immediately like, well, they're gonna be preoccupied for quite a while. Let's go be actually nosy, and moves to go pick the locks on the lockers.
By all means, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You just rolled a 30.
I love the door opens and says, "I'm sorry that I was closed." That was the best description of a lockpick I've ever heard.
Honestly, yeah.
You find in all the lockers that are being used currently, the same white polos that you saw people wearing like earlier, as well as deep purple cloaks.
With deeper pockets.
Joy, do I
maybe?
find IDs?
Very deep pockets, no IDs, and like weirdly no idea. No cell phone, no wallet. Each cloak has the letters that you saw earlier, V, blah, blah, blah. I don't have the notes over now. V, K, M, L, B, R.
EKM.
Again, it's just their
L.
names.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, I was like, are they gonna correspond with chess pieces? No.
No.
Wait. It's H-O-T.
Oh, gee.
I did this for I'm a failure.
You just
They
like
got
big
run
nose.
over. It's fine.
No.
It's just
It's
a flat
YMCA.
tire.
So, and those are the only things in the lockers. Sorry. You find 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of stilettos and 3 pairs of regular old sneakers.
Damn, so the ladies really brought the thunder, and the guys were like, I'm gonna get undressed anyway.
Loafers.
Yeah.
Let's call them loafers. That way they're a little more classy.
No,
A bit of decorum there.
They're
There's
just
not
they're
any car
vans.
keys or anything either.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You would find 3 car keys. 2 of which you would immediately recognize go to like the big cargo vans. They're nothing special, and 1 to like a nice ass Mercedes.
Okay.
It's canon now.
Yeah, there's Mercedes now.
Yep.
Not sponsored.
That's fun.
A lot is made. You know, a lot is canonified by Mercedes' existence, and
I
let me
don't-
tell
we
you,
don't- we don't have
not
to talk
all of it
about
is not all of it is pretty.
Mercedes was the name of the owner. She was born
There you
in
go.
Yeah.
1990. It's an up and coming startup. It's
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
I love it.
Astra takes the Oh, she has a thieves tools kit. She clones the key real quick.
Ooh. Okay. Give me.
Nice
I'm gonna make you
addition.
roll for this thieves tool. I love this. Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Since I am proficient with thieves' tools, may I assist?
You can absolutely give the help action, which now I'm fucked. But it's okay.
Apologies for my squeaky chair. It is
We
the
can't
only
even hear
mode
it.
of sit. Oh, thank God. Okay.
28.
28. You're able to. Are you cloning one or all three?
The
All three.
key apologizes for being
The
by
key
itself.
apologizes for not unlocking things sooner. No, you're
Because I
able-
imagine they're more like modern day keys where they're the electronic key.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Key cloner.
Yeah.
Fucking
you're
RFID
able-
cloner.
You're able to clone these. Sandra, how long does invisibility last?
An hour.
Oh, okay, you're fine. Yep. That was a minute. That's my bad.
Nah, you're good. I know. I made sure to look at that. I was
Yeah.
like, am I only going to be invisible for a little bit? No, it's an hour.
Flora! These kids do not want to swim in the fucking lake. These counselors have gotten them to do a lot of shit they don't want to do. Every single teenager is we stand now. We're not going to that lake. It's freezing. And the camp counselors are still very big grins of like, your parents paid a lot of money for you guys to come to our camp.
Oh boy.
It is okay that you don't want to do this, but we have to come up with a different thing to do then. So we'll say it's your activity time. If we're not swimming, what activity do you want to do? And one teenager looks up, we want you to fuck yourself. That's the activity for the next hour. It's a fun game called Go Fuck Yourself.
I'm getting war flashbacks. I was a camp counselor like
Me
last
too.
summer. It was awful.
And that kid, so one of the camp counselors, I was gonna say press shirt. They all have press shirts at this point. I have to stop using that as a descriptive. Like blonde, bright hair, big smile, like hockey flow hair. You know what I mean? Like kind of a mullet, kind of not. He's like, hey,
Maine.
He's like, hey, I really appreciate you using your words right now. Let's go take a quick walk and talk about that right now.
I appreciate you using
And he walks up, puts a hand on the kid's shoulder, and they walk off.
And I follow them.
You follow those two. They go
Yes.
back to the cabins you saw everyone leaving ahead of time. The kid sits on his bed, and the counselor sits down. And the counselor goes, you have a lot of aggression right now, and that's okay. It's okay. Not everyone wants to be here. Not everyone likes that their parents are sending them to camp while they have to work and whatnot. I know you'd much rather be home, but let's make the best of it while we're here. Right? And the kid's just kind of grumpy and rolls his eyes, and the counselor leans in a little bit closer and goes, we've had a lot of, we'll call them dropouts this year. Okay? All right? We're here to have a good time, but it sounds like you might need, to learn that what you did today was wrong. You can't talk to people like that. So we're going to sign you up for some voluntary hours. You're going to work the meeting that happens tonight. Okay? We don't want any more dropouts. And we have to make sure that, that this is wrong. You can't talk to people. You go out in the real world, and the consequences for saying that is getting a broken nose. Here, you just got to do some community service. We're just prepping you for what happens next. And the kid just kind of grumpily shakes his head. He's fine. I'll fucking, sure, volunteer hours. I'll hand out soup or whatever to your dumb fucking friends that come.
I do one more thing.
Yes.
While they're talking, I'm gonna go to the front door
Okay.
and shit.
I knew that was. I knew I was like either right in the front door or in the windowsill, so that way they can just be like, "Oh, that squirrel shit in the window."
We
light it on fire on the way out too. You light it on fire.
I go to the front door. And shit. Oh.
The door.
Hopefully, it could like make hopefully the counselor's day worse.
The counselor looks up. He just isn't. You can never guess what nature's gonna happen next. And the kid looks at it and looks at the counselor and goes, "It's telling you you're full of shit."
I like this kid.
The counselor goes, "All right, that's gonna be 2 days of volunteer service now. And I'm sorry, again, we're trying to prep you for the real world." The kid flicks his hand, and the squirrel shit starts to float up in the air a little bit. And the counselor, big smile is now gone. He's like, "I don't like it when you guys do this stuff in the camp. You know that. All right? So, I said out in the real world, you end up with a broken nose when you fuck around and you're just getting volunteer service. You know it's not just volunteer service for using your magic here. You know that. You're making this conscious decision, right? Like, you've thought this through." And the kid goes pale white, and the shit slowly floats back to the ground. And he bows his head. "I'll do the... Yeah, I can do the 2 days volunteer service." The counselor goes, 3, right? You can do the 3 days? Yeah, I can do the 3 days. It's fine, yeah. Thank you. And the counselor gets up. He's like, "You're going to hang out in here until you're able to be the chipper camper that we know you can be. All right? All right, I'll catch up with you in a little bit." And he steps over. You know what? Just because I like it, we'll have it's a very low DC, but he steps in the squirrel shit, does not acknowledge it, and carries on with his day.
Unbelievable. It's a very low DC, and it fails.
Yes.
Can I stay with this teenager?
You see him start sobbing.
I go up and just snuggle into him as much if he's willing.
He like animal hunt, like he's a fucking 5-year-old again. He's just, squirrels on me? Fuck yeah! Like,
And not trying to murder me?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna no.
Don't turn into a horse inside the barn. Don't do that.
No. I was gonna pretty much think staying in my squirrel form and staying with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because since he has magic, I can just hide behind him if there's any like weird magic force thing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. By all means, he is more than willing to have a squirrel buddy for the day.
And then for the
hide in
meeting
his pocket.
as well.
Yes.
So
He looks down at you. He's like, "I'm gonna name you Simon." No, that's a chipmunk. We'll name you later.
Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
What was your next choice, man? Alvin?
It was Theodore. Alvin's the worst one. He is. Boston!
Yo!
Mr. Jones!
Yes.
What are you up to? What are you doing?
I would give everyone an update on the
Yes.
we need cards to get in. Apparently the main meeting place is at the camp out. I'm probably gonna catch some Z's between now and then, so that way.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what? He might go to the big church just to give something. He goes to it, doesn't enter it, regrets coming here, and goes back to his apartment and has a shot of whiskey before going to bed.
I love that. Yes. All right. Yeah. Not a whole lot. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I can't lie. I'm trying to give you a scene, and I can't think of it. You're good.
Well,
like
he-
you're
when
doing.
he's-
Yeah, you're doing your own thing. Yeah.
When he gets home, he gets all his gear ready, and he can't bring his weapon bag, but he is going to make sure that he's wearing the coat that has the loop for the crowbar,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah.
And then nap.
Yeah, and then nap. So, seems like, is there anything other people are doing before the meeting? I know, Astra, you just text me. You're looking for the cars. They're all very close by. They're in a lot, just a block away. How long do you guys stay in this bathhouse? Do you make the keys and then leave? Do you keep snooping?
Make the keys and leave. I mean, they're going to be preoccupied for a hot minute.
Yeah, they got at
So-
least another
I mean,
5
hey, we don't
minutes,
know how
hopefully.
voyeuristic. We don't know how voyeuristic we all are, except for amongst ourselves. It's just.
If there are no more rooms in the bathhouse, like she'd probably like quickly check if there are like other rooms or like suites or whatever.
There's there's 3 bathrooms in the pool room. And besides that, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty bare bones
Okay.
facility.
I won't linger then. I'll probably go out to the cars and follow. And then once we get to the parking lot, I'll probably stay like invisible for as long as it'll take. And then once we are kind of out of range of there, then she would drop the invisibility. I do actually. Are there like cameras, like security cameras at all around this? If it's such a high profile establishment, very exclusive, are there cameras?
You would assume there are cameras around the facility, yes.
Okay.
You would also assume, I will say, it is a very pretty building. It is a building that a lot of people get distracted by. So you wouldn't be worried of like, you went and checked the door not invisible, if I remember right, first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that wouldn't concern you. People do it all the time. Like, you can still see people walking by being like, oh my god, look at this building. Like, it's very common. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But yes, definitely cameras around it.
Excellent.
You find the 2 vans in the Mercedes in a lot nearby.
After exiting the building as like a maintenance worker
Yes.
en route, Astra shifts to like a chauffeur uniform.
Okay.
Fucking glamour armor. Love it.
Fucking glamour armor, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so particularly I want to check out the Mercedes.
Yeah.
You know, open it up, start digging around the glove box and everything.
A lot of receipts for what you know they hand out. Like a lot of like just like huge Costco orders of like eggs, bacon, cheese, and so
Hey,
on.
hold on to those for fetch.
Hopefully sponsored by the Japanese one day. So
All the way around. Yeah.
No.
Fetch sponsored by the Japanese.
So, besides that, you do see, a kind of like hand-drawn map of Hollowport, and the same letters you saw on the books and on the robes. The locations you know the meetings are in are each labeled with one of those letters as well.
Okay. Is there a name, like, I'm looking for like insurance or registration paperwork and stuff.
It's the insurance is through the LLC of the Path of Ascension.
Yeah.
You would find a wallet. This is, it would make sense they kept it. Their wallets had to be somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did have to drive there.
Yes. You would get a wallet, and the Mercedes would be owned by a very the picture is a very tan elf, which is uncommon. That's weird. They like it definitely. You look at it and you're like, oh, they spray tan.
What else?
Yeah.
No, spray tan. They a spray tanned elf. The female, but looks very androgynous. Like, if the license didn't say their gender, you'd have no idea.
Yeah.
And their name is Lizana Everstone. I did not write
Cool,
last names,
great.
but now I have a license in front of me. Yeah. Besides that, and their address is listed for your
camp?
same apartment complex. They are probably 2 floors under you.
And just the pulls it out. Sandra hears Astra go, son of a bitch.
Right under your nose.
Snaps photos of everything. Puts it all back. She makes it look like it was. And Astra goes, well, there's someone else to break into. And as they make their way back.
Making my way.
Making my way to the bathhouse. Walking fast. People screwing. It's kind of weird.
I mean, I guess would any kind of cursory searching, or not cursory searching, investigative searching of the people that I saw, I can think of faces.
Yeah, so
Surely?
squeaky clean. Everything you're able to look up comes up. These are just good old Biden citizens.
Just like Samaritan type
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Nat is starting to fail to see the point of stopping these people from what they're doing. And then he remembers, oh, right, dead magic users.
Nat just gets the running commentary of Astra inside the bathhouse.
So Nat is just kind of like redigitized fingers, just like they expand, and like just like Gatling gunning the
Mr.
fucking keyboard.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Or the one scene from that one anime, I think it was where his fingers like split into multiple other fingers.
I was thinking.
And they
Oh,
just
it's
like
probably, I think that might be My Hero.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector
yeah.
Gadget maybe as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one scene where they just have like a double keyboard and they're just like like Gatling gunning away at it, and then all of a sudden Nat starts hearing Astra's running commentary in the bathhouse, and it's just like stops dead in their tracks. And it's just like listening to details and like adding those to like a report doc that he's putting together for this.
Are you all right? Are you? Do you put into a report doc the details in which Astra tells you?
Just let me describe the
Yes.
document itself first. So Nat is like typing up a report document about this whole thing.
Yes.
Even if it is MIA, like federally, whatever, he's using his secure connection, his like secure private channel on his personal like desktop.
Okay.
To create a document just with everything that has gone on
Creating
so
the
far.
web.
Yes.
Yeah, creating the web.
The red strings.
The red strings. He has it formatted so that it literally shows up as pins with pictures and red string. No. He is creating this report document and is just saying, like, charitable organization. Many different acts of charity around city claiming to be non-profit and just, quote, looking out for the people of the city. Many chess metaphors suspicious of castle behavior. It starts getting the details about the bathhouse. Many seemingly what's the word I'm searching for?
Rendezvous.
Multiple compromises.
Many conjugational visits within private bathhouse and center of city, described thusly, and then just 5 pages.
God.
5 pages of every detail, and then just like select all, delete, and just like redacted.
So, as the day goes on, you guys have gathered up a lot of stuff. The sun starts going down. You know the meeting is going to be happening soon. Yes, Flora.
Can I do something when my wild shape comes down?
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
to that same wild shape, but pretty much I'm gonna tell everyone that what I learned now that I can speak human.
Oh my god! I guess we didn't clarify. I'm totally okay if you still use the mental link in wild shape.
Okay.
We're just hearing squeaker, squeak, squeaking,
I am
squeaker.
totally okay.
What's
You
going
still
on?
have your mind.
Squeaker,
Yes.
squeaker,
Okay.
squeaking.
Squeak.
Squeaking.
But I still
Yeah.
probably do the same
Yeah.
thing. And then just letting y'all know, I will be with a teenager who looks very sad.
You
He
gotta be
doesn't
more
want to be there.
You gotta be more specific. It's camp.
You'll see a random squirrel with the guy.
Okay.
It's my understanding that children and teenagers generally don't enjoy camp. And you feel air quotes in your mind. You feel air quotes, scare quotes in your mind around the word camp. Or actually,
And
I established Nat's voice with a voice changer.
Yeah.
His voice changer goes from the voice changer that is like the robotic like analyzer to a voice clip that just says like you look up a YouTube video that says how to
Yes.
pronounce the word camp, and it changes. Yeah,
Damn.
and it changes to that voice only on that word. And
Brett, do you make
that's
those
how-
YouTube videos? Because that sounded way too good.
Camp.
Damn.
and
Damn.
A bargain.
this child is
Mayo
now
de
under
noche.
my wings. I am
Yes.
going to protect him.
Okay.
What's
So-
his
You mean
name?
under your tail?
Yes,
Can you get his name?
I didn't get his name.
Hmm.
At some point, I'm sure I will.
I will.
You just
You
hear
tried
another
to call
kid
me
just go,
Simon.
"Hey, Gavin!"
I was actually gonna say you actually, with Boston says that in your head, you realize not a single person has said a single name, and I have been here all day. It's always just been like teenagers and gang and camper and
How late are we
Y'all.
packing this tonight?
We have 20 minutes until second.
No,
ad
Boston's
break.
asking the people
Oh,
that are going
sorry,
to bring
yeah.
firearms to this event. How
Sorry.
late we packing? You're fine.
I don't need guns.
Just talking about in general, but sure. He's like cleaning his pistol.
Hey, that's a good point. Can I sequester like as soon as he mentions packing light and I just kind of like disconnect from private channel for a second and look over at my chief, the chief of the office.
yeah, he's been standing. He was really mesmerized by what you were typing, and then you deleted it all, and he was really disappointed.
He's been standing there the whole fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
You write smut? That's really good, man. What? No.
Anyway,
You know
yeah,
how that
no.
works.
No, he's in. He's around. Yeah, you can get him. Yeah, what's up?
as I get his attention.
Yeah, what? Yeah, hey Nat.
Good evening, Chief Buttface. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, that was my nickname in high school. It's Commander Buttface now.
No, it's sphincter. It's not.
It's
Sphincter. Sphincter. What an unfortunate last name. Anyway, Chief,
yeah.
I'm working on a private matter for the government.
Okay.
I don't know if I established this before. But this private matter would be greatly helped with the addition of firepower in the arsenal of me and myself and my compatriots. Would I be able to pull some equipment from the armory for a small dock upon my wages or fees.
I'm not gonna charge you for it. You do a lot of good work here and whatnot. Yeah, it's fine. You get the vibe that he does not give a shit what you do. You are a robot that does good work. He is not worried about you at all.
Well, that's good to hear.
The plane went up without a hitch.
No. Where is the robot?
You are able.
Certified good boy.
I will sequester.
I was gonna. The
like
armory.
a pocket.
Oh, go for it.
I will sequester like a conceal carry
Yes.
for everyone involved.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be and
Six
I will
pistols.
then like ask over private channel, is anyone's preference for a revolver or for a semi-automatic?
I already got mine, but I guess
-1.
A squirrel with a revolver sounds fun.
what a
God
what a
damn
squirrel
it.
with a gun.
I knew that game would come up at some point.
Yeah.
Fucking squirrel!
Is Sandra
Semi, please, for Sandra.
1 semi-automatic pistol conceal carry, 1 revolver conceal carry, and Nat will go to. I will admit,
Yeah.
I've been rule of cooling a lot of random shit.
You
for
absolutely have. Yes.
And you've been generous enough to kind of like grant these things to Nat. Can there be like? No, I'm not gonna.
No. The worst thing I can say is no. What you got?
Can there be like a section that is just a weapon that Nat can augment one of his limbs with that he doesn't already have? Like his Eldritch Blast doesn't come from like a weapon. It comes from his like soul-bound pact. But could there be something to the tune of like a not shoulder-mounted, but like a forearm-mounted kind of like thing that he can augment himself with, like
An arm blade?
like a shotgun?
Well,
A shotgun would be reasonable.
can I counter argue?
Yes.
Why don't you just make your Eldritch Blast like Cyborg's arm from the Teen Titans show?
I
Your arm
mean,
just transforms and does that.
I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is, but again, at the same time, Nat is also very, very still rusted out as part of his pact. Like the Eldritch Blast come from like he has like one hand that's just reset it and just turn it off, turn it back on, and zoom. It should reset. One of his hands is more rusted out than the other one is. His Eldritch Blast comes from that one, and his like scanny madoos that he's been doing come from the other one.
Yes.
Like the newer a part is, the less it has to do with his pact.
Yeah.
So
I will. I am more than okay if you want to add a shotgun to your arm. That is totally
Sure.
reasonable. Yeah.
Sure. All
I
right.
believe in D&D Beyond there are arm blades that must be attuned by Warforge. So I'm assuming that's
so
where you're
that'd
heading
be
with it.
like
It's not even
Astra
going to be.
doesn't use firearms,
Yes.
so
It's not even going to be the most powerful
My-
shotgun in this campaign, which is weird.
My logic for Sandra having a gun is, one, she probably would have used one in the past with a silencer,
100%.
but also the like sorcerer with a shotgun, and it's just like, man, I'm out of spell slots. Time to cast a gun.
Sorcerer
Like,
with a shotgun sounds like a Fall
hilarious.
Out Boy song.
It really does.
it does.
Forget what
Sorcerer
Brett's
with a
name in Zoom
shotgun.
is.
All right.
So I will grab that and just kind of like attach it over the course of a couple of minutes, augment it so that it interfaces with my arm, and my good arm.
Yes.
And my bad arm is still my Eldritch Blast arm, and it just kind of like just like re-welds, resets panels to some panels like move, some of them like just kind of rearrange, and some of them just fall off. They just clink, 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 clink.
That's a
They're
new
too
button
rusted
here.
to move.
All this prep and whatnot, in the middle of it, you all get a text message from the man, if I can remember his name. I wrote it in the notes.
Procyon. No,
No.
the MI.
Duster. Duster Raz. And all of you get one group chat that says, "Are you ready?"
I thumbs up react the message.
The second you do that, all of you are transported to the entrance of the camp.
Yeah.
Just
Squirrel, you are not, because you
Okay.
do not have your phone on you.
I was gonna say squirrel with the gun. No, squirrel with the phone.
an augmentation that whenever Nat's hand does like something that would be an emoji with his body, while a text message is open, it sends that emoticon. So like in the window that he gets his text from, he just lines it up and thumbs up, and it puts a thumbs up in the text window to them, and then he transports just like poof, like that
So.
was unexpected.
You are at the entrance of a camp with another text that now reads, "Saved you an Uber."
Extra, they just get a non-committal
Just-
emoji from
Yeah.
just a shrug emoji.
You get teleported
Astra.
halfway to the
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right now. Boston vomits. He doesn't like being teleported.
Valid. Reasonable. At the entrance to this camp, you all just appear in a very small puff of smoke. Your big letters of Lush Woods Campground overhead of this big sign. And there is a straight path to a mess hall in which people are in line waiting to get in one by one. I say one by like in groups if they're with
Yeah.
other people. Like they're yeah.
I prestidigitate Boston's mouth. And whatever else got splattered.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm minor illusion it back. No.
Flora, you are on the shoulder of a teenager at the front door taking business cards. People would come up and he'd go, how many business cards do you have? And people would hand him, if it's 4, they are going in without a problem. If it's less than 4, you say, hey, I really appreciate it, but you might have to find some more outreach programs. And you know, it just we try to make sure that people coming are actually like, you know, a little committed and whatnot. So keep an eye out for the next people around. And they are definitely giving strange looks that he has a shoulder on his arm. He does not care.
A squirrel on
I
his
would hope
arm.
he has
A shoulder on his arm?
Shoulder on his arm. How weird is that? A squirrel
It's a
on
bit-
his shoulder.
It's an extra shoulder, just like the socket's just out.
Just looks
We love you, buddy.
looks to the
I
right.
promise.
No, you're
Looks to
good.
the right. Looks to the left. Why are there 2 of them?
All right, and then I'm gonna let them know. Make sure you have 4 business cards.
I take the ones that I have taped together out and present them. As I step forward, and I'm just kind of like, I believe this should be coverage for not just myself, but companions as well. We are a polycule that seeks to enter into this together.
Boston,
Seeming-
about to light a
seeming as
cigarette,
if-
he inhaled.
I give him like a strong-ish pat on
Just-
the back with my 9 strength. Careful, darling. You really shouldn't have had that much pie after dinner.
I want you forgetting I was an enforcer expression, just like the shut your mouth.
Be like, oh, you'll have to make me later.
Oh.
He said polycule! I'm
did.
following it!
No,
We're going for it.
Back to the
Out of
bathhouse.
Because everyone else only brought 1. I am the only one who has all 4.
Well, listen, we gotta
You
make it
don't have
believable.
a
If we're a
printer?
polycule,
No, I'm kidding.
listen, we know
I
how
don't
all
have
those
a
buttons do.
printer. I'm sorry. Let me just
He doesn't-
and a
he doesn't-
giant fucking like copy machine comes from my back.
Bitch,
Oh,
please.
because I have everything.
It's not a printer, it's a fax machine.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What does
Um,
this teenager say?
As you guys get in line, it is moving kind of slow. A majority of the people in the line are getting turned back for not having enough business cards. And they're
Because each of them have one, and I have all four. So that's what I'm leading with whenever we get to the front of
Yes.
that line.
kind of annoyed of like, I want to do a good thing. Why they're kind of like making it hard to join? Whatever. And you get up to the front of, as described, this sad-looking teenager with a squirrel on his shoulder. Is it, how many, cards do you have?
I unravel all four of mine.
I take out mine.
I'll take out mine and the pamphlet that I picked up.
You guys, cool. I just need the 4 for y'all, but yeah, go
Cute
for-
squirrel.
Thank you. She, I don't know. They've been joining me today.
Sure. What's your name?
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson. Any tips? First time here.
Oh, I don't know what goes on in there. I just stand out here.
Oh,
I don't get
Oh.
it.
you don't get it? No.
My parents are. Do you want me to text them? I know my parents are in there. I just let them in.
That's not a worry.
Okay.
I wanted like any like tips or anything like that.
I mean, there's a lot of yelling if you don't like loud noises. I got nothing. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you're fine.
I'm certain that all of us are accustomed to loud noises.
That's a really cool jacket. He's still looking at Boston. Just-
Yeah, thanks. Custom order.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a guy if you want his card. I actually think I got it on my person.
Okay, yeah. A genuine smile on this little
Yeah.
teenager's face.
Yeah. And here's my names to give you a good number for it.
Oh, okay.
And handing him the card. It is the card for his he's an arms dealer. Is the guy? This is the number of the person. Is someone that makes custom like armor and things.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. But also on the note says, if you need help, call this number.
Oh,
As he, it's on the back, but like it's got that. But then there's his Boston's personal number on it.
yeah. Oh, okay. I will. I'll give you a call soon. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Jackson.
Yeah. Flora, are you hopping off and joining them, or are you staying with the kid?
I'm gonna stay with the kid until like he starts to leave,
Okay.
and then I'll somehow go back to him at some point.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably
I was-
after.
You know, I was gonna say, like telepathically, she'd talk to Flora and probably be like, "You might want to stay with him for this. We may need someone on the outside as well."
Okay.
Also, I would like to say, as we walk in, Sandra has like her kind of like fitted trench coat that she's wearing, and she will actually pop the collar. And this is like my rule, like I said with the Rob of Absorption that she has like on her wrist. This is a cloak of elven kind, which is when you have the hood up. Perception checks are at disadvantage, and advantage on stealth checks. But instead of a hood, she's got like a pop collar.
That's
is what
incredible.
it is.
Love that.
That's awesome. Well done, babe.
Thank you.
As you walk in to this mess hall, you said 1 minute?
Mhm.
Okay. As we go into this mess hall, it goes silent. And you see in front of you, just black, as you are standing on, where's my file? A white tile within a massive black and white tiled floor.
And we will digest that whenever we come back from our break.
Yes.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
And I transitioned this time. Audio. Welcome back! They have just made their way into this weird extra-dimensional room where they're standing on a white tile in a grid of tiles. You are all on one tile. I did not think about the fact that there are 5 of you, or 4 of you. One of you on the bigger side as a robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are all squished on a 2-foot tile.
Oh my god.
Oh, so it's the tiles are only 2 feet.
Yes.
Single file, single file.
Can
Single file
can
for
we
the
see
tile.
the door for the ending tile?
You can, yes. You can see the exit door. Yeah.
I misty step to the door.
That would probably reach, actually. That probably would.
Wait, each of these is 2 feet?
You can
Yeah.
take someone with you.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I could go there and back in one Misty Step if these are all 2-foot tiles.
They're
Did you mean
100
to say
feet long.
5-foot tiles? I was about to say, did you mean 5-foot tiles?
You guys are at. This is an extra dimensional room.
What kind
They are-
of fucking?
5 feet long.
Okay.
Chest.
Okay, these are 5-foot tiles.
5-foot
Okay.
tiles.
That would mean 5, 10, 15.
20, 25, 30. No, even going diagonally would still. It's
Fine.
40 feet away.
Yeah, so, okay. So anyway, we're all standing on this tile. I look at the,
Yeah.
I remember the, riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Astra.
Astra goes, okay, so I'm just gonna go hold the door open. As she just takes a psionic blade and eats it, and then teleports to the pile.
Oh my god.
The door's locked. No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
Rolled
that-
a 32. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I was lost.
Sorry, I was close.
Well,
Nat, thinking about the business cards, just looks at the floor and goes, just follow my lead. As I step over one and up two.
to
to
see-
the
yeah.
black that is not directly diagonal, but like,
Yeah.
C6. Yeah,
yeah. I
C-
forget. I don't know notation.
it's C6.
Yes. Is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? It's A to H along the bottom and 1 to 8 along the side.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if the bottom's the number letters or the top's the sides of the letter. Can't
You were-
remember X or Y.
Which one's rank? Which one's file?
Yeah.
So yeah. See, I step in. I step in such a way that I go over to A6.
A6?
Okay, there. No, C. I go over to.
Yeah, C6.
So we're starting on B1.
Yes.
Yes. So you'd go to
C3.
B. I would go to
C3.
C1. I would step on the C1 first and then go up to C3.
yes.
I
Which-
hope it's okay I put that in there for reference.
Yeah, that is helpful.
Oh, put what? Oh.
The chest
Oh,
note.
nice.
I had the wrong. Yeah. Actually, no. C3. Perfect.
Yeah, C3.
It's an 8x8 square.
Yes.
Yes, because the
It
black is in the
doesn't
bottom
really
left
matter.
corner. Because the black is in the bottom left corner. So yeah, that is correct.
Yep.
So C. So again, step over to C1 and then up to C3, and hopefully nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I then step up to C5 and over to D5.
Nothing happens.
I then step over to E5 and up to E7.
Nothing happens.
I then step over up to E8 and over to G8 and
The
arrive
door.
at the door.
Yeah. Where Astra's already standing there.
Where Astra is already standing.
Boston
I
is
follow.
just gonna just jump to the spots where the knights are supposed to land instead of doing the second step. Just
Just hops.
He's just gonna jump to each fucking.
I guess
square.
technically that is more accurate to chess.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you guys.
Can you
did-
jump that far? Can you jump? Because that's a 10-foot jump.
Only 2-4 is
It's a 10-foot jump.
It's doable.
Boston's got a
Isn't
strength
your
of
isn't your broad jump? Your broad jump is your strength score.
18.
Okay. Yeah. Then yeah. You could
You
easily.
guys figured out my puzzle really quick. Which is fine.
No, we had two people who were really good at this, and then one person who said, "Disrespect your surroundings," and, and then someone who went, "I'm a mind reader, not a whatever."
a chess
this is."
player.
Yeah, not a nerd.
Wow.
Leaving
I
the-
like,
read it,
I like to
so-
think Sandra let Nat say chess player first and then corrected him saying nerd.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Leaving this room, you enter into this grand mess hall. I say grand. It's wood. It's not that big. It's not that
It's
grand,
still,
but
it
it's
can still
it's
be grand on
very
a scale.
Yeah.
I've seen some beautiful
Yes.
wooden creatures.
log cabin.
Like,
Uh,
not sweat lodge, but like
It's a lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge. You ever been inside a Great Wolf Lodge? That's kind of what I'm
I've
imagining.
not,
Yeah.
but-
I've been to Mason's Lodge, but
I have been in the late Mason's Lodge, yes.
Lounge.
Uh,
Mason's Lounge.
Oh, my bad.
Lounge.
Volcano Los Dos.
So,
You know those?
entering, you see crowds of people. Way more people than you thought would have been in here. A lot of them already wearing the white slick polo. Some people just in normal street clothes and whatnot. And a huge stage in front of you with a very broad-shouldered, large, probably 6'9", 6'10" elf. Standing on the stage as he goes, all right. I appreciate the volunteers coming out. Can we have the next one, please? And a kind of sheepish I say tiefling a lot. I use tieflings when I come up with characters on the spot. This is a gnome. A sheepish little gnome walks up and says, only a night shall pass. And this broad-shouldered elf, yes, you are right. It will feel as for you, one night has passed, and we have a better world. He puts a hand on her forehead, and she collapses to the ground, unmoving. Everyone in the white polo starts cheering. Some other in the street clothes cheer as well. You see some confused faces. The door that you left from, you now see, is blocked by two quite large figures, an Earth Genasi and a human. Big built guys in the white polos as well, shoulder to shoulder, blocking the door.
We've entered into the door that was the end of
Yes.
the chess puzzle.
Yes. You have left that room, now you're in the mess
And
hall.
we're in this mess hall. Yeah, I get it.
How many are there a lot? Do we see any more children or adolescents?
You do not see any, and you don't see
Okay.
anyone here that you would vibe as a child or a teenager.
Okay.
I would like to subtle cast mage armor.
Okay.
Just be safe.
All right.
Fucking hate cults.
You, as you do that, subtle cast is you don't need a verbal component, right?
Verbal or
Material.
Yes.
material component. Yeah.
All you need is a somatic component, yeah.
You do see, as you do that, one person in a white polo kind of give you a side eye. Nothing serious, just it's kind of a quick side eye before going back and looking on stage as a very old Goliath enters the stage. It says, only a night shall pass. And as his hand is, as a hand is getting placed on his head, two more people come and move the gnome's body off stage behind a curtain. This Goliath hits the ground, unmoving.
I think we should think over this.
I think this is a good spot to end.
Yes.
You will figure out what might be happening next time.
How many people in the room? Just before we go? Just
A rough estimate would be like just shy of 100. It is dense. It is packed. You ever been to like?
And most of them are white polos.
Most of them are white
line,
polos.
But there's a line of people that are going up to the stage.
There is.
Are
You
not-
do not see a line of people going to the stage. It looks like volunteers that they are calling them are coming from somewhere behind a curtain. You do not
coming
see.
from behind the curtain.
Yes.
Interesting. So where we are, we can see them coming out from behind the curtain. We are
Yes.
amongst the crowd.
Yes.
At the moment.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. No further questions.
So, the mystery thickens. Not sure what will be happening next. But I do know you can catch Antipod next week.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
so-
Slim Pickens this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is there a show Thursday? No show
No,
Thursday.
Yeah.
So tune in Monday for the Dapper D's playing Uno. Besides that, Tuesday, we might come to you with something that hasn't happened on Antipod before. Something silly, something fun, or
Filing our taxes.
filing
our
Filing our taxes.
Yeah.
You gotta
Being
get
adults.
that. You gotta get that 355-day start on next year, baby.
Yes.
Granted,
Heaven help
you
us.
can't do your taxes without all of your wages, but whatever. We'll
You don't
ignore
know.
that part. You don't know. You don't know my life.
I've had the thought. I'm like, I'm salary. Can I just do my taxes? Like, I know what I'm gonna make. Like,
Maybe.
or I could get
Maybe,
fired,
yeah.
and then I fucked myself.
Oh.
So-
bad
Don't do
luck.
that either.
Yeah.
On that note, tune in Monday for the Dapper D's.
Where we'll
and
play
just-
Uno.
Yeah, we'll play Uno, and then just keep up with Instagram for what shows will be coming. It's kind of up in the air right now, but as of right now, thank you so much for watching and viewing and watching on the YouTube. If you're watching past this, as always, your adventure matters. Roll for initiative. And bye-bye.
Goodbye.